Nathan Gill, UKIP Wales. No, I don't particularly agree with that. We have a huge amount of resources below Wales. We're very blessed with that. Our coal is the best in the world for BTU, for the amount of energy it produces. So with modern technology and the ability to take sulphur out of coal-fired power stations, I think we should use technology on our side. Ultimately, we all need energy, we all need electricity, and when the wind doesn't blow, there's no energy. Well, we've got nothing against renewable resources whatsoever, but we do say that they must pay their way and that it must be something that would benefit everybody without being an eyesore and making some people who unfortunately may have a huge wind turbine put near their house and therefore the value of their house drops massively. You know, we're very interested in tidal. We think it's completely, we know when the tides are going to come in and out. It happens twice a day. So let's see, looking at these kind of technologies instead of throwing all of our eggs into just one basket. Well, that's very difficult. I mean, in the council area where I live in North Wales, we already have a bin where we put all of our food waste into it, and it's used to generate electricity, I believe, or they use it to make compost. I'm not sure which it is, but it's certainly being used. So, food waste, how do we stop that? I think it's impossible to stop it altogether. The packaging system that we have with our food, I think everybody will agree, everything is over-packaged. It's just disgraceful. And we tend to buy way more than what we actually need and want. So I think it's about education, and certainly about educating the next generations of people that come up, not using a stick to punish those people who unfortunately have got into bad habits. Well, ultimately we're about devolution. We're about allowing local groups and local communities, such as from the council level, downwards, to have rights and abilities and the chances to do what they want in their areas. And we want to empower local communities to have binding referenda, certainly in planning areas and things like that. So if community groups are able to come forward with viable plans and raise certain amounts of funding, I think it would be the duty of the Welsh Government to support them and help them if that's what the community wants. We've got the money, we're not a poor nation after all. Well, we already have quite a lot of laws, but the one that I would really like to see actually happening is the anti-dumping, where people fly tipping. And it's a disgrace when you drive around our beautiful countryside and you see people have just desecrated areas where they've just thrown stuff out because they can't be bothered, or they don't want to pay the extra money at the cost of recycling or taking it to the council skip. So I'm not necessarily about making more laws, but I would very much like to see our laws being fulfilled and enacted. It plays a huge role because, after all, I chose to live in Wales. I chose to bring my family here because of the beauty around us, because of the solitude we can have when we want it, because of the inspiration that it gives us, and because it refreshes us and it invigorates us and it gives us a purpose for living. I've lived in inner cities, and I would always choose every time to be around Mother Nature and in the countryside. I would like to see that continued. I would like to see us have these green spaces for future generations, and I think we do need to plan very carefully, and we need to be very sensible about how we manage our population and house building in our country.